Welcome everyone to my program. You're watching Depression Hurts. I'm Dr. Joe Allen, your host. Today we're going to examine the difference between two simple things. Simple yet complicated, you might say. The everyday blues versus major depression. You're welcome to the only place on the web where getting help for depression doesn't cost you anything. I have a hidden agenda. My friend, life is so often difficult. Things like bereavement, losing someone, being lonely, surely happen to us all at one time or another. But that's life. In time, they pass as life's merry-go-round take their leave normally. That's the blues. Now, but what if that sadness, that inner feeling of worthlessness worsens? And you cannot pull yourself up by your bootstraps, so to speak, out of the fog. Things like sleeplessness, major sadness, thoughts of wanting to do self-harm, or loss of interest in things that you usually take interest or delight in, disappear. Or you feel worthless inside and out. Can't sleep or sleep too much. Sudden weight loss, irritability, reclusiveness. That's called major depression. This illness needs to be medically treated. Another type of depression is many, called bipolar or another unipolar. Cry out for help. A red flag is trying to tell you to go to someone, some professional, and get help for that major depression in your life, or it'll eat you up. Don't deny that depression does not exist. I'm here to explain how to avoid the symptoms of that disease to overwhelm you, to avoid overwhelming you. One way is to fill your life with positive thoughts and activities. Also, you need to talk out your feelings with a competent person. After all, the answers to your depression are buried deep inside you, and talk therapy brings them to light. It's kind of like photography, a latent image on a piece of film or paper, when developed, comes to visibility. After all, talking things out regularly will let you see the brightness, and let you be reminded that life is worth living. This program is called Depression Hurts, but it does not have to. Your doctor may prescribe healing medication under his direction that will enable you to see things normally again. You need that shoulder of a loved one or a close friend to lean on. That ear to hear will cause you to feel differently and trust again in the right direction, not the wrong way. Such techniques as cleansing slow breathing, calming yourself down, and if necessary, taking the prescription medication if the doctor orders it, or meditating in a comfortable, peaceful environment. You may take your thoughts to the most pleasing, comfortable environment that you have in your mind. A remembrance of a certain place, that certain place, certain time. You can dwell on that if it's positive. This works out to your benefit. If you're truly seeking help from depression thoughts, if in a depressed state you're harboring self-harm thoughts, you need to seek help right away. Life is too precious to end at your own hand. If you need to be turned in the right direction professionally, that's one of the goals of this program. Pray to your Creator first. He knows just the answer for protection and guidance and love and peace. The peace that passes all understanding. You'll see positive results eventually in every facet on your journey. Seeking help. It's a daily baby step type of mode. God desires to give you everlasting life, not having you commit suicide. My hotline telephone number for help is on the screen, but I'll tell you, it's 540-305-1543. It's answered 24/7. Don't fear help you're offered, as it's only for you and you alone. Anxiety or nervousness, jumpiness, paranoia sometimes accompanies depression. The two sort of like intermingle. Do you know what anxiety is? Listen closely. It's the fear of fears. Only a person who is bad or evil makes you afraid of seeking help from depression. Now listen to this. The big what if makes the depression worse. It will gnaw at you and bother you till you can't sleep a wink. You're wondering what is going to happen next. My enemy is depression, as I personally suffered many years from that debilitation. Thank God He delivered me from it. Sometimes a man or woman can feel locked up in their minds with that mental illness that some 28.8 million people at least suffer from this disease in our country. We've come to the close of today's session. You can see other episodes on the same website, youtube.com. Just log in, Depression Hurts with Dr. Joe Allen, A-L-L-E-N. There's many programs that have copied us and call themselves Depression Hurts, but it's not this one. I got a tip for you. Keep your eye on the prize. And in closing, may the good Lord bless you and keep you and give you peace. God bless.